Altadena, Macy's on the lake, exactly. The shops on Lake Avenue in Pasadena. I'm gonna go attempt to go up as far up lake all the way into the city of Altadena. That's where the burn areas affected the great part of the San Gabriel. It's been over 6 months or longer. And I think it's about time for me to just do a little bit. It is rather hot outside. It's 83 degrees Fahrenheit here in Pasadena. And we're going to attempt to go to up lake as far as we can. Of course, you can see a nice shaded area of bases on the lake. We're going to get out of that. Where there's a lot of shopping and dining. So we're going to cross Colorado Boulevard, the famous Colorado Boulevard, as I always talk about in this area, the Rose Bowl area. We're just going to cross the street here. We're going to do our thing. What's happening, just to let you know, there is a live person here. This is Robbie Shaw. I'm wearing my shades. Let's get scenery. Like I said, we're going to go as far up as we can. Hopefully I can go to the end of the line, right to the foothill. There was some construction some time ago. I was on the way partially up that way, all the way to this park. I'm going to see what type of progress that we have going on up here. There's still a big talk about funding, changing the geographical location. Changing the location. I'm going to say ripping people off. I'm going to say, because I don't know that much, but I think I know what's happening. Contractors, they got to deal with that. They got to deal with funding. They got to deal with all types of funding. They got to deal with the government want to change the geographical areas, different type of housing. They want to destroy the cultural significance. That's the most important thing. They want to destroy the cultural significance of the area. Of course, you're never going to bring back exactly what it was, but after about 10 years, things starting to look like it's supposed to be when you bring the trees and the things like that back around the surrounding area and the schools. So they are still in the news. They are still, some people are still getting aid because they still do need aid, and that's a big deal when the neighborhood is gone down. So I'm going to do my little part. Get over on this side. Get right down in the middle of the street. Just drive. I can't drive too slow. I gotta drive the speed limit. I gotta do what everybody else is doing. But you can see the foothills. A little bit of smog going on. There's, I don't know if there's a building here or not. It looked like it was a building here, but These buildings are basically were here all the time. Once we get up a couple more blocks, then I can tell about what's going on just on this particular street. Then we'll see where we go from there. I don't think the trails are open. They could be, but I'm not going to do no hiking trails today. Or should I say this evening. I thought about doing this evening instead of tomorrow. I can do something else tomorrow. So this still looks the same way because this is not the burn areas. The burn areas are pretty much up a little bit higher. Shouldn't be no restrictions in getting anywhere. Shouldn't be no signs unless I see tractors going in and out. I shouldn't be. Everything should be as it is normal driving through. Like I said, last time I came through here, I kind of had tears in my eyes because I did see enough, and I turned around quite early. Quick turnaround. I know there was a park here that was gone, famous park. I'm gonna say a famous park in this area. They had baseball diamonds, I think, tennis courts. You can walk around the park, across the street from the community. There were houses all around, nice old vintage houses. More than Victorian, some new. From the 60s. And I remember going up through here in the late 60s. Like 69, 70, there were a lot of brand new homes at that time. It was becoming more cultural. I know smack down in the middle, some of these people drive a little bit too fast, I probably. I'm just gonna maintain speed. I probably could have done this early on almost any morning, but no, I'll do it in the afternoon. Maybe I can get a better view of what's going on by staying in the center, because it does get a little narrower as we approach the foothill. This drugstore closed. Okay, we're on Lake and Washington Boulevard. Pretty close to where they did turn us around when it first happened, but we're gonna go up higher. They did have some sort of law enforcement at one point just parked just in case people were coming around. That was some time ago. To prevent whatever it is that other people be looking for, which really was nothing there, but you know, you do have scavenger hunters scavenging for almost anything. But we're not scavenging for anything, we're just looking, we're just getting an update of the partial burn area that I plan to try to see. I know this big church to the left is kind of like the borderline, but I believe that's why he either had to make a left or right turn. Oh, they got cones down, but not on the main. Oh, I see. That's just a parking lot. Okay. So that right there was probably burned. The house to my left. There was probably damages here and there. Here's the big church. Okay. Here's so I probably will see more if I go into the neighborhood, but I just want to go straight up. We're going to go past New York Drive. Everything looks good so far. We got a big sign up here, Altadena forever. Was that the last time I was here? There was bottled water. People was giving away all kind of first aid. Free stuff. Okay, there's nothing here to my left, nothing here to my right. Those are the burn areas. There's still no improvement there. Burn areas are gone. Whatever you see to the left that look like weed or something to the right or left or right. There were buildings there, they're gone. I can see. So these were businesses. There's a vacant lot there. There's a vacant lot to my right with this tarp up. There's a big vacancy over to my right here and to my left. So these businesses have not made it back. I see some burn areas over to my right and left. They are building some things. Probably down there too. I still smell charcoal. I don't know if that's from barbecue or from the burn that was over 6 months ago, 7 months ago. So we're here on Altadena Drive and Lake. It gets less crowded up this way. These are where some homes are. There's basically a one lane here, and the other part is parking. So there's a lot of vacant lots still. As you can see, some houses are being built right to my right. Tarp on the left. Some homes are damaged. So basically most of the homes are still up on this main street here. Like I said, they did have law enforcement down here at one time. Right to my left is all vacant. Those were homes. All these were homes on both my left and right. Oh, there's a lot of places. This, I think I passed the park already, did I? Did I pass the park? See some homeless guy. Yeah, this was where the park was. Still not built on Concha. There's a vacant lot. As you can see to my right, there's a home being built there. The park is still not built. They're not doing anything. There's a bunch of homes on the right and left, still not built. You can see the baseball diamond. It looks rough here. You can see some benches. Last time I didn't go up this far. Mount Curve Avenue, there's a bunch of places down there that's not being built. So there's some homes that are already, a few homes that look good. There's a bunch of tractors there. Pull over to the right. Normally you can hike in this area here. You can see logs. Let's see, it looks like the gate is still closed. Loma Alta Drive. I guess I don't see no gate open here. So I'm gonna say that it is in the Cobb Estate. On Altadena Drive there is nothing here. So let me go make a left turn and maybe I'll make a U-turn here. Yeah, oh I guess you could crawl up, I guess you can walk in on the side, but the gate is closed. Let's go down this street. There were homes all down this street here. I'm gonna turn around. There's some new homes to my left that are being built. All this is vacant. New outlet. Not for sale. All this was homes right here. As you can see, there's some construction going on for this home right here on the main street. The homes in the background, lots of lumber. This was Cobb Estate, where it was a famous railroad back in the day called Mount Low. You can hike all the way up to Mount Low. There's somebody behind me. Let me pull over. You can see the wood there. I'm gonna pull over to the right. So some people probably doing the same thing I'm doing. There's a lot of logs over there. I'm gonna pull over to the right. I don't want no one behind me. I'm taking my blessed time to do this video. Oh, they turned around, the other car went. But I forget the name of this park. This other park. Construction there. Mount Curve Drive. This was part of the park right here. Let's drive, see if I can go around the corner. All these were homes over here. I'm going into the sunlight a little bit. I should be able to go around the corner. There's construction there. A lot of construction up there. Marengo Drive. There's a construction up there. Looks like these homes are pretty much intact. Some look like they're partially rebuilt, or maybe they wasn't touched by. Oh, look like a lot of people still. There's some patch of homes that need to be done. Culture State. There's a home right there that's being worked on. There's a burned out, look like a Jeep. There's a construction company sign up. They got rocks. They got a long way to go. If someone's probably land, they probably parked their car right there in the driveway because they're still going to build their house. So I haven't done nothing with it. Over to my right, that house still under construction. Looks like a brand new home. The park to my left, some of the stuff is still there. So yeah, they really could put the park up quick if they really wanted to before everything else, but because it's probably under the city or the county, they're probably gonna take their time with that. Yeah, you can see all the homes, and a lot of homes. You can overlook the San Gabriel Valley from here. At least part of it, a great deal of it. I could have went down that street. You can see all that you see vacant here, those were homes. Lost Flourish Drive. Look like the homes are pretty much intact here. To my left, they're being worked on. We saw that over to the right. Of course, you got the vacant lots over to my right. So there's a lot of progress being done. Oh, this guy's flying by. Even this place on the corner is gone, except for the rabbit. There was a famous place here that it was the Bunny Museum. It's gone. It used to be on Hugh Hauser, and the woman collected, I think it was a family, it could have been a woman. They collected bunnies, whole bunch of type of bunnies. You can probably see it on one of the California Gold. Let me make a right turn here. So some people are eating at a restaurant here. There's no building there, that's gone. Let me let the left turn here. Here's a whole corner. No homes at all. They're all gone, or businesses. I think these were businesses. To my left. So there's some homes being built. To my right. Some got some small scaffolding. A lot of these look like they've been saved, including the school here. Look like they've been doing some work, so we'll be back in August 2026, so that means that they were doing some work here. So there was a lot of property that's been missed. They were fortunate. Senior living community. Oh, I didn't know that, boy. Here's a bunch of homes here over to my right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one way over there, like 6 homes being built. Now over to my left, there's a home being built, and there's another home. Let me turn here. So that's a home being built. A lot of these homes look like they survived, or maybe they just had minor work done. They look pretty good. Got the RVs in the yard. Well, here's a lot that's vacant. That probably was a home right there. This Robert shop. Going to some of the areas that are burned, actually the main area. I'm gonna do a little drive out of the areas. So you can see there are many homes just from that sparse little bit that I drove. I've been driving for how long? 28 minutes, and we barely touched a fraction of the homes that are burned down. Or should I say, of the homes that are now being rebuilt. People not having too many problems getting the funding or whatever their financial situation is. But this community is coming back strong. Mind you, Altadena is not really a city, I believe. It's still unincorporated. It's not incorporated yet, I believe. But nevertheless, it has a strong foundation still. And that's what you need in a community. For the rest of the areas to also strive and not lose its economic base. Just me speaking from the top. Not being a financier or anything, but But it's good to see some home construction being done, and that's a great thing. So that's Altadena. Still thriving, still going strong. Altadena strong. Very diverse area, and I mean diverse. One of the older, earlier cities, I'm still gonna call it a city, around. Let me pull over to the right. That's 2 days after July 4th weekend. No problems, no anything. What is that? This is Robert Shop. I'll see you in my next video. Hope you enjoyed this little drive. Just an update, just a partial update. Gas taxes up higher, etc., etc. I'll see you in my next video, folks. So progress is being done, albeit slow, but it's gonna be slow. I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you later. Have a great rest of your evening.